Hey guys, what's up? Today is a splendid, beautiful and sunny day here in Geneva, or at least somewhere in Switzerland. I had originally planned to hop on public transports and dive into some code during the ride, but as soon as I stepped out, I realized how gorgeous the day was. So I said screw it, went to the garage, pumped up my bike tires and hit the road instead. Best decision ever. Fresh air on my face, moving the legs a bit, seeing everyone outside just living, breathing, enjoying the sun, chilling at terraces. Man, it feels so good. And then I thought, let's take my butt to Geneva's office. But of course, no one was there. Classic. So you know what? Let's grab the laptop, head to a cozy coffee shop and find that sweet creative spark over a cup of something nice. Let's roll. I received tons of messages from you folks about the topics I talk about in my videos, and while reading all of them, I got the impression that most of you are just starting out in this industry, tech, software engineering. I honestly feel kind of honored because some of you even asked me to be your mentor, someone who can share suggestions, tips and tricks to succeed in this field. Well, thank you, all of you who made me feel special. But there's just one small problem. The context is totally different now. I've been in this industry for several years, yes, but when I started, that was a few years ago, and the landscape was completely different compared to the tech world you're trying to survive in today. And that's exactly what I want to talk about in this video. When I started out in the industry, there was a lot of hands-on practice involved in getting results, researching, reading blogs, digging through validated comments in specific threads, and just hoping to find a working solution. But things have changed. New devs today have AI tools, and honestly, that's a huge help. I use them too. So what's the point? The point is, are you just trying to use AI as a help, or are you actually trying to replace yourself with a thing that generates the code? I feel it, guys, I really do. AI tools generate tons of code in this so-called vibe coding style. And what's incredible is the amount of time you save doing that. But here's the catch. Understanding the code is crucial, especially when you're dealing with large-scale applications. Because at the end of the day, if you don't fully grasp what's going on under the hood, things can break, and when they do, it's on you to fix it, not the AI. Many folks today are starting to code for the first time using AI tools like Claude, Cursor, Bolt, Lovable, and many others. And then, boom, they get stuck when they realize they want to change something and they don't actually understand how the code works. Well, first of all, if that's you, I highly recommend checking out the Scrimba coding platform. It has a super engaging way of teaching how to code, awesome instructors, and what I really love is how you're prompted to write your own code right after learning the theory. It's an amazing tool to prepare yourself for the real-world tech industry. And just recently, they dropped an announcement that got me seriously excited. Full stack sections and content are coming. We are talking about topics like SQL, Express.js, the command line, Vite, Next.js. Man, I honestly can't wait to dive into those courses too. If you've tried Scrimba or you're planning to, drop a comment and let me know what you think. Generating blocks of code with AI tools is awesome, no doubt. You can build, for example, an entire blog app with a landing page, different sections, routing with Next.js or React, and that's super impressive. And even if you do understand what's happening under the hood, that experience alone isn't enough compared to what you'll face in real-world companies. Now, of course, it all depends on the company you work for. But most companies today have multiple projects and products running in parallel. They're looking for developers who can navigate complex architectures, understand microservices, and master a range of tools like DevOps, Docker, Linux, production environments, security, and so on. That's why becoming an AI prompt wizard or a vibe coding JD master is just not enough. In most companies, throughout your career, you'll be judged not only on what you can build, but on how you solve problems, how you adapt, and how you deal with real challenges. Because trust me, they will come again and again. Years ago, in my early experiences, I was convinced that having just a certain amount of knowledge was enough. Probably because I was used to building apps by just following tutorials. But everything changed when I joined a real professional team at a company. I realized that in many scenarios, I wasn't even writing code most of the time. I was fixing it. And to fix code, you need way more than just syntax or frameworks. You need to understand requirements, teamwork, task management, communication, environments, methodologies, logs, breakpoints, stack traces, monitoring. Those are the skills that truly set you apart from the crowd. And they add real value to your career and your CV. And even though this current wave of AI tools might seem like it's making real developer skills disappear, drowning everything in a sea of flashy keywords, don't worry. In the long run, those core skills will always be valuable.